Well, hello, welcome back to a slow fashion video, Croatia edition, although you can't really tell I'm in Croatia, I swear I am. I will do a recap on Portugal and what that was like and everything, but today is not that day because today is the second Sunday of the month. I have been doing this series, this Shop My Closet series for almost 5, maybe 6 years now. And I do this because it's just such a great exercise to keep me motivated about loving what I already have in my closet. It's a really great thing to do if you're feeling bored or tired of your clothes, or if you just want to get more wear out of what you already have. Today, the looks that I will be using as inspiration are looks that I shot of people on the street in Portugal while I was there, whose style I really loved and it stood out to me. If you like this kind of video that encourages creativity instead of consumption, hit subscribe below. You can also find me on IG. You can also find me at my live Shop Your Closet studio, which is coming up on May 21st, this coming Saturday. It's very much like this video, except it's way more interactive because we have 2 models whose closets we shop, so you get to see someone else's closet. So I'll leave all the details for that in the description box below. For now, let's jump on into these looks. I'll be honest, I didn't see too much street style while I was in Portugal. We were in a small seaside village, which was either full of tourists or just very quiet because we were there in the off season. But I did spot this wonderful woman. I wrote her name down. For the life of me, I cannot find where I wrote it down. I want to say her name is Dana or Dana. Anyway, she was rushing on her way to work, but kindly let me snap this photo of her very awkwardly, because like, it's a lot to go up to strangers on the street and tell them you think they look awesome. But anyway, I'm working on it. I really liked this look because I thought it was such an interesting one for this transitional season when Mother Nature just doesn't know whether it's hot or cold. The whole reason why I love doing this though isn't to directly copy these looks. Instead, what I like to do is pull out the elements of style that I like about these looks and then pass them through my own filter, for example, or my own elements of style that I like. That way I come out with a look that is so much more personal to me. It uses what I already have and helps me come up with creative ways of wearing the clothes already in my closet. Otherwise, we're just copying everybody's looks, and I don't know, I feel like you can really get lost in personal style that way. So before jumping into my closet, I'm gonna break out the elements of this look that I really like. And the first was that element of layering. I also really loved the whole monochrome story. I love the pop of color on the bag. And I also loved that interesting mix of styles, like a hefty boot that feels very wintry and, you know, utilitarian, mixed with these softer, really like comforting and cozy pieces. I have a couple of options. Oh gosh. The first is this dress, simply because I think it's like the most predictable thing to pull. It's got a nice soft movement to it. Because I love that monochrome creamy palette so much though, I'm gonna try this, my linen trousers. They're like a nice little jogging pant silhouette, and my lightweight cashmere sweater. Linen and cashmere, do they work together? Probably only at like really weird times of the day. Oh, and a bag. Pop of color, it is not. So here's my first try with the dress. I definitely got the layering aspect, and with the sneakers, I really think the vibe feels very similar. The only problem is that this isn't very me at all. It's a little bit too flouncy, there isn't enough tailoring, so let's try something else. This I like. I love how it feels soft. I'm a big fan of anything monochromatic, and the bag and the shoes are a little bit more cohesive and bring that classic tailoring and structure that I personally prefer. And just for fun, I tried this combination, which is a little bit far off of the inspiration, but what it did do is made me layer this sweater over this button-up, which I've been way too scared to do for feeling like a little Hermione Granger-esque, but it actually works. This next look is by a lovely lady named UNIS, And she is actually a songwriter, singer-songwriter, I believe, and you can find her on Spotify. So I'm gonna leave that information for you in the description. Eunice, I think, had like just gotten off a train. This is such a cool like travel look. So what I really liked about this outfit in terms of the elements were, again, the really great monochrome with a little bit of that contrast underneath. And I liked how utilitarian and comfortable, yet like sleek and minimal it felt. I also really liked the juxtaposition of the softness of the pant with the structure of the vest and the fitted top underneath. So I would definitely use the pants that I'm wearing today, and then I'll just pair them with my white tank top that's really fitted. I don't have a vest, but I like the idea of layering something on top because it can get pretty cool. Yes, this I love. This is a silhouette that I am really partial to these days. I love that fit with a bit of volume. It's definitely not as travel inspired, but I think this could easily work with a backpack or a bag that feels a little bit more functional. This final look is by Lena. She is from Sweden, but she spends quite a lot of time in the Algarve as well. And in person, what really struck me about this look was just all the different textures. So I know it's black and monochromatic. One of my favorite things, if you cannot tell. But what I especially loved about this look was the overall vibe. Again, it's definitely something that I resonated with. It's really classic, a little bit relaxed and easy, clean silhouette, you know, straight lines up and down. And I loved the lightness of her sunglasses and how that provided a little bit of like a counterbalance. I thought that was cool. I mean, even her dog matches her outfit. His name is Aston, by the way. And I also love the sandals because that's kind of like a, why would you wear something that feels so heavy with sandals on your feet? But it worked. And for the climate, I have to say, like, it was pretty cool. It definitely worked. She was super comfortable. So obviously I'm going to start with my wide leg black pants, which are coming in super handy since I don't have that like cool faux fur textured vest, which is maybe something that I would gravitate towards, but that would probably be something that I would buy thinking that I would wear it all the time and actually don't. So something that I would wear and probably wear in this way is just my regular t-shirt layered on top of the merino. So let's see how that works out. I love how this turned out. I never would have put sandals with those pants before, but it actually works way better than I expected. This gave me that feeling of undoneness that I really like in my looks because it kind of balances out the tailored and the classic vibe. So that is what I have for you today. Let me know if you liked those looks, if you thought they were a hit or a miss. Like always, I mean, if I come up with new ways to wear things, then for me, it's a hit. It doesn't have to be exactly replicated. That is not the point. Let me know your thoughts. I always love to hear them. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or if you learned something new, hit subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, a wonderful week ahead. Don't forget to grab a ticket to my live Shop Your Closet studio. They're so much fun. I hope to see you there. If you've got questions about it, drop them in the comments. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao!